Well, good afternoon, YouTube. There's been an ongoing debate on whether or not scented baits work. So in this video here, all I used was scented baits. There will be an exception to 3 different fish that were caught. 2 of them were on some soft plastic. I forget which ones they were. And then one at the very end was on a Castmaster at the end of the trip, just going to throw it around for the heck of it. But the scented baits that we used were the Berkley 1-inch gulp minnows in smelt color, which the color didn't matter. It was just the scent we were going after. Now, the reason I wanted to do this is I've witnessed something over the years that I've only heard about, and that was just crappie nosing a bait. And last year, a couple of times I seen in water that was actually clear enough for me to see it, was crappie would come up to my bait and just kind of nudge it with their nose. You know, that tells me that they're smelling the bait. You know, if the fish don't like the smell of it, they're probably not going to bite it unless they're just in a feeding frenzy. And Richard Jean, the fishing machine himself, put it very, very clear in one of his older videos. And if I can find that one, I'll link it also. But if your hands smell like gas or ammonia or whatever non-natural scent that's in the water, that could be an off-putting thing to the fish. So again, all I used in this video was the Berkley gulps in 1-inch, which I've had success with over the years, just not even trying to do a test on. So, with the exception of the 3 other fish that weren't on Berkley gulps, everything caught in this video was on scented baits. So, to me, I think scented baits work. Now, does that mean I'm going to stop using everything else? Not a chance. Because a lot of times it just doesn't matter, because if they're feeding hard, they're going to eat whatever gets in front of them. Finally, we're not skunked. We're not after you though. Well, it was a little skipjack. I'll have to look at the footage, see if I actually came in contact with that one so I can add it to my list. That is a fish. We got that one. What she is, what she is. You what we came for. Pretty little fish. I ain't quite ready to say that crappie have taken over as my favorite fish to fish for, because catfish are on up there, and I know I didn't do hardly any catfishing this summer. It was like 4 billion degrees the entire time, and I didn't want to deal with it. But crappie are definitely getting on up there. Like I will say that they're tied with catfish as my favorite fish to fish for. Well, YouTube, we're gonna try again another day, possibly tomorrow. Between jet skis and people trying to ride their freaking bikes underneath the bridge, I can't deal with this. So anyway, we're gonna go home, watch some football games, and yeah, try again tomorrow. Fish on. Right color, wrong size. Well, not that I'm keeping anything today anyway. Part of your tail missing. Skadoosh. That's a fish. Pretty decent too. Well, I like this rod, even if they ain't like huge, they feel good. But that's large, whatever it is, because it ain't moving. I've got this for a friggin' reason today. What is this?
Is that a catfish?
I think So, no, it's not. It's a friggin'
damn monster. Come here, little dude. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Nope.
Oh, good catch.
Yep. Nice. Walleye.
Yes, it is.
I'll be dang.
You'd have PETA all over you.
PETA. That's every bit of eater size walleye right there, but I don't feel like filleting fish right now.
That's awesome. Hell yeah. That's cool shit. I didn't even know they was in up there.
That's freaking awesome. Dude. Yeah.
Come on, guys. Do that. You're not the only one.
Miniature slab donkey. Hey, I went 2 casts in a row without getting snagged. I'm doing good.
Looks like you're on something, man. Looks like maybe you need to go and find your Lamborghini to run those guns.
Well, that wouldn't work. I say I'm not flexible enough to get down into a vehicle. I barely can jump up into one because my stubby legs. Well, y'all, it's actually the next day. Crappie weren't really doing much of nothing. Really, I wish they would shut these freaking TV things off on the gas pumps. But yeah, Crappie wasn't doing much of nothing yesterday, so we just called it quits kind of early. But anyway, I've got one more place I need to stop by real quick, and then we're gonna go see if we can possibly find some crappie. Alright, this here is Fletcher Sprout down here in the southern part of Polk County. And at one point, this stuff here wasn't all here, it was just a pipe just coming out of the side of the ridge here. And this has been available to the public. Like, this is private property. It's owned by, well, there's a thing up there, William D. Fletcher. This has been here since 1890. But here in recent years, all of this was added. Like, you can still see some of the original stonework, but all of this right here, this here new pipe, and the little monument thing up there with the well line and all that. But this has been here, like I said, since 1890. People have come from 2 to 4 hours away to get mountain spring water. Like, this is real mountain spring water, not mountain spring water out of a jug that comes from a factory somewhere. All the locals around here come up here and get this. And that's pretty much what I'm doing. I've got some empty 1 gallon jugs here, and I'm gonna fill them up, take them home. Also, all of this right here was not here originally. Like, in recent years, this little platform here was installed because you'd have to park like along the road here, and this was about a 4-foot deep hole. So they added benches, a little platform, and something to sweep all the leaves and stuff off. But yeah, we'll get some good water, and then we're gonna go fishing. But yeah, when he put this in, he always wanted to have a free place for the community to come around and get drinking water. And there's been people as far away as 2-4 hours away come here to get this water. The water is always free. And you know, you don't have to come and get water here. You can just come to sit and hang out and just listen to that fountain. You cannot tell me that does not sound relaxing. I'm getting quite a few nibbles. Like, they're just kind of mouthing it and not really taking it down. Which it could just be little panfish and running into shad, stuff like that also. But who knows? That didn't just mouth it and not take it down. You ain't a crappie, but I'll take you. Yeah. Open your mouth, goober. Little yellow bass. Now, yellow bass are fun. I ain't gonna hate on catching some yellow bass, even in the smaller sizes like that. You know, they put up a good fight, especially on ultralight gear. Just as I thought. It's nipped at it every single time I've dropped it in there. Got you that time. I'm telling you, if you've ever, you know, just snuck around in the cracks of these rocks for fish, you'll never understand just how territorial green sunfish are. Plus, if you're out catfishing, around the cracks of these rocks is a prime place to get you some bait. There's me a fish. Ain't real big, but it's what I came for. I will take any crappie of any size all day, any day. Don't have to be big ones. I would prefer it be big ones, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. Honestly, thought that one was dragging it across a stump that's over there, because it didn't really peck at it. It just felt like, literally like I was dragging it across a stump. And as far as finding the depth these crappie have been at, it's been very inconsistent. Like, this water is also falling really quick. Over the last 4 days, it's gone down probably 6 inches, which don't sound like a lot, but when you're in a spot like this, it's already super shallow. 6 inches means a lot. Like, well, you probably can't really tell, but the pocket in between these two rocks right here was filled in just a couple of days ago. But like I was saying, finding the depths at which these crappie are holding at it's been very inconsistent. Some are a little bit higher, some right on the surface, some are down in the structure. They're just really picky up here early in the year. There's another one. Chill. No. Little Mac Daddy right there. Like, all of these crappie, including this one, in the rest of this video, have been black crappie. Occasionally, when the water's like super cold and farther into the winter, I'll find some white crappie in here. I've got one. That one just barely did peck it. Like, he just barely did get it. I mean, he got hooked plenty good, but he hit it harder than the last couple. And go figure, it's the smallest one. Skidoosh. I don't know what that is, but oh crap. It would come off. Dadgummit, what was that? There's no scale or anything on there. My guessing, it's probably a pretty good size skipjack. I didn't really get a good look at it. I got you that time. What are you? You're actually a pretty good sized largemouth. No, you're not a largemouth. You are a hoss of a white bass. That's a lot of hooks. Fortunately, they were pointing the opposite direction. Biggest fish of the day, a really good white bass. These things hit like a Mack truck, and they give no F's. Anyway, gonna get you back. Kadoosh. And I believe on that note, we are going to call her quits. Alright, well, that's the end of this 3 or 4 day fiasco. But I want to end it on one more thing, that if you know this, don't worry about it. If you don't know this, pay attention, because this is another thing that you need to think about when you're crappie fishing, and that is fishing shade lines, color lines. It could be just where clear water meets dirtier water, or just shade lines, whatever that color line is. Crappie like to use that to their advantage. They will sit in that darker, dirtier water and ambush whatever is coming through from that clear stuff, and that is proven to be a big plus for me over the years. Like, especially during the cooler months, I'm fishing shade lines as much as I am hard structure. So yeah, fish your hard structure, figure out the depths of the crappie you're at, try to maintain that depth, fish your color lines, catch more crappie. Oh, and one more thing that is more important than any of these tips that I've ever tried to give you. If you're going to get into crappie fishing, and this also goes for catfishing, well, fishing in general, but especially catfishing and crappie fishing. If you're going to get into it, you need to be okay with snagging and losing gear. I mean, not be okay with it, but you need to accept it. It's going to happen, whether you like it or not. Over the last 2 years in this particular spot here, I've probably lost $150 worth of baits and jigs, but yeah, if you're going to get into fishing in general, you need to be okay with losing equipment. So again, hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching.